Oscar winner Emma Thompson is taking on hosting duties in her new movie, Late Night. She plays a legendary talk show host whose ratings are on the decline, so she looks to her team of writers for help, if she only knew their names.
I don't know who any of them are.
Tom? I'm Tom. I write the monologue. I'm actually the youngest monologue writer in the history of the show.
No, I don't care.
No? Okay.
Do you know what? I'm not going to remember any of this, so here's what we're going to do. You're 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, Catherine.
Oh, Burdett, thank God. How's your baby?
She's 27.
Emma Thompson, good morning.
Good morning.
You are getting great reviews for this movie, and I thought it's like striking this perfect balance because it's funny and fun, but it has something to say.
Oh, absolutely. Goodness me. Well, of course, you've just got your first late night talk show host as a woman.
Yes.
This is a kind of super real. It's very strange because you haven't got any late night talk show hosts who are women.
It's, of course there should be more women. This is kind of fun because in this movie, you've been a talk show host for 30 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's just a completely
science
normal
fiction,
thing.
basically. Yeah.
Mindy Kaling wrote this. She's also a star of it.
Yeah.
She wrote this with you in mind.
She did. I'd never met her before, but I admired her from afar. And then she met with me. We had a drink together, and she said, "I've written something for you." And I was very, surprised. You're always surprised when young people find you relevant. And I said, "Oh, how lovely!" But I didn't know what to expect, and you never know, because sometimes when people have an idea about you or they project something onto you, it's often not quite right. But she wrote one of the best scripts I'd read in years, and it was such fun to make. The whole cast was so great. Mindy, I think, is absolutely remarkable.
Well, she has all the skills. She has all the tools in the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
So do you, I might add. Did you have fun playing the boss, the sort of Devil Wears Prada-ish?
Yeah, I mean, she's caught in her own narcissism and her own determination. You can imagine if she had started doing stand-up 30 years ago, it was a tough time for women to be funny. It's still tough, but it was tougher then.
You have a background like that, too, don't you?
I do.
Did you do stand-up?
I did, yeah. I did sketch comedy till I was 27.
Everyone, certainly here in this country, everyone thinks of you in these period pieces and these grand, dramatic...
Yes, in a corset.
And little did we know how hilarious you are.
Well, yes, I am hilarious. Anyway, but it was interesting. I just did SNL recently, and of course, they didn't know that I did sketch comedy for a living till I was 27. I didn't start straight acting, what we call straight acting, till later. And I was telling them, because they're all such great actors on SNL, and that actually moving from sketch work to acting is basically playing a character, but for longer. That's all. It's the same thing.
I have to ask you, you received recently an honour in British royalty. You are Dame Emma Thompson.
Yes, which means I'm next in line to the throne.
You're going to be queen.
Great news. Yeah, I am.
What was that whole
to the
ceremony like? What did you think of that when they call you? Who calls and says?
Well, you get a letter. I was shooting late night when I got the letter. And you get a letter which is all from... I don't know, someone born in the 1720s.
Does it come with a bugler?
Basically, yes. It's for Sir this, that, and the other. It's very ancient, because these are very, very old honours. Damehoods go back hundreds and hundreds of years to the 12th century or something. It's very strange. You think of it as a modern thing, but in fact, it's not. And you have to decide whether you want to take it or not. So I thought... for about 2 seconds, and I said, yes, I'll have it. I want the badge. I want the nice badge. And Prince William was giving the awards, and he was just so... I wrote him a fan letter afterwards because he was so kind and good to everyone. And they have to do these a lot. And he engaged so sweetly and generously with every single person. I was incredibly impressed.
And now you have a new royal baby. Are you into all this? Like, we Americans, we're pretty into the royals.
Not. Okay. So not.
Okay, we can drop it.
There's so much to do in life, and the royal family, I feel that their lives are their lives, and I admire them enormously, but I don't follow them, no.
Well, Dame Emma Thompson, it's Dame Emma, right?
Yeah, if you want to use the title, which please don't, because it's just so embarrassing. But Dame Emma is the thing, but you do get a lot of, in the hotel, hello, Dame Thompson, which is just hilarious because it's not quite right.
You're looking around like, who are they talking to?
Who, yeah.
It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
And Late Night hits theaters in New York and Los Angeles next Friday, June 7th, and nationwide on the 14th.